There's so many different ways that you can use AI with R that it's hard to know which is the best approach. In this video, I want to walk through some of the main approaches and talk about the pros and cons of each. The first way you might think to do this is working with the web interface of a tool like ChatGPT. In the same way that you can ask general questions like, I don't know, what is the capital of Canada? You can also ask R questions. Things like, how do I calculate the average of a numeric variable in R? Now, of course, most of your work is actually in a code editor. So let's say I'm in Positron, I have my library tidyverse, library Palmer penguins, and then I'm working with my penguins data. Let's say I want to calculate the mean of the bill length variable. So I might think, okay, I think I can use the summarize function, and I'll say average bill length equals mean of bill length that gets me an error. So at this point, I might flip back to ChatGPT. I might type something like, I'm trying to get a mean of a variable in a data frame which has values, but I'm getting NA. Why? And it's telling me, oh, the most common reason is that your variable contains missing values. And the fix it tells me is to remove those missing values. So I can say, okay, I need this na.rm equals true. So I flip back to Positron, add that, and there we go. And now it works. Now this approach is okay, but as you can see, you're bouncing back and forth between your code editor and your web browser. It would be nice if you could actually integrate what you get from AI into your code editing process. There's several different ways that you can use LLMs directly in your code editor. I'm going to show you two of what I think are the most promising approaches. The first is using Claude Code. To set this up, you're going to go to the extensions section here and type Claude Code. This will give you an extension. It'll say Claude Code for VS Code. That's because Positron is what's called a fork of an editor called VS Code. It will work perfectly well here. We'll hit install. Okay, once you have this installed, you'll see that you have this little button here. You can click that and it will prompt you to log in to your account. Now, you do need to create an account. Now, you do need to use a paid account for this. You might be thinking, is it worth it? I absolutely think it's worth it. And I think once you start playing around with what Claude can do for you, you really see the value of it. I use the $20 a month plan, and that's been plenty for my usage. Okay, so to log on, you'll click this, and then you will log on in the web browser. Now I have logged in, and you can see that I have Claude Code here. You've got it by default on the left side, but when you click new session, it'll actually show up like this. Now, the way I like to work is I actually like to create a split panel, and I put Claude Code on the right here, and then my code file here. So now I can see how this works. And so the advantage of working here is I could say, hey, I'm getting NAs, and it can actually see my code. So I can say, why am I getting NA for average bill length? Now what Claude Code is going to do is it's going to run this code here and it will give me an answer. So I'll hit enter. So it's run my code and it says the Penguin dataset has NA values for bill length mean returns NA by default. So you need to add na.rm equals true. It's the same thing that we saw before. I could copy this. I could put it in here. Another option is this. I could actually tell Claude, hey, I don't want you just to tell me what the problem is. I want you to actually go ahead and fix it. So I'm going to say, please fix my code. Now, Claude will ask for permission because it doesn't want to make some edit that you don't approve of. You can either hit to approve it for this time, that would be 1 here, or I could hit 2 to allow all edits this session. I'm going to do 2 just to make it a lot easier so I don't have to continually hit that. Okay, so now it's saying it added na.rm equals true. And actually, if I bring this over, you can see it made that change for me. Now, the other thing you might have noticed is that it actually switched here. Before, it was in the mode called ask before edits. Again, this will ask you before it does anything. Edit automatically will automatically edit your file. You can also go into plan mode. I'm not going to talk about that here. That's if you're doing something really complicated and you want to kind of make a plan before you do any work. You can also set the effort level. Again, that goes beyond what we're going to do here. Okay, so I could also at this point tell it to do some other things. So for example, let's say I don't just want to get the average bill length. Maybe I want to, I don't know, make a scatter plot. So I'm going to say, make a scatter plot that shows bill length on the x-axis and bill depth on the y-axis. And when I hit that, it's going to actually write code for me. So you can see now it added this code. It looks like it's still working. Okay, it's telling me it added that scatter plot. I can run that and saying, could not find function ggplot. I think I didn't actually run library tidyverse and library Balmer Penguin. So let me do that. And there we go. Now I've got my plot over here. And I could just keep going with this. I could say, make the dots different colors for different islands. I can see now it's added in my aesthetic properties here, color equals island. I'll run that again, and now I can see the resulting plot. Another thing that I really like to do is use Claude Code to help me debug. Let's say I'm back here and I accidentally do an extra M there, and I run it, and it's like, it's not working. I can highlight these 3 lines, and I can see now that Claude Code is going to focus on these. And I could say, why isn't this working? And actually, that happened really fast, but it's telling me, hey, there's a typo, has 3 M's. It should only have 2. And you can see it's fixed it. And now I can run my code again. Now, Claude Code is fantastic. It is a general purpose coding agent. It works in all different languages. If you want something specific to working in data science, specifically with R and Python, Posit, the company behind Positron, RStudio, etc., has recently released Posit Assistant. Posit Assistant is very similar to Claude Code. It has some unique features that work specifically for data science, but it's going to give you an overall very similar kind of process for working with your code. So to add Posit Assistant, just search for Posit Assistant, install it. Now, slightly confusingly, there is also a thing called Positron Assistant. Posit Assistant is newer. I think it's really the future of where Posit is going, so I would ignore Positron Assistant for now. To use Posit Assistant, do Command-Shift-P to bring up the menu at the top, and then I'm going to type Posit Assistant, and I'll do Open Posit Assistant in Editor panel. You'll need to then go through the process of setting it up, configure your providers. So by default, you can use Posit AI, which is a subscription service that Posit offers. It's $20 a month, and it will give you a decent amount of usage. One thing that a lot of people will like about Posit Assistant is that it works in RStudio. So if you're working in that code editor, you can use it. You can't, unfortunately, use Claude Code there. Okay, I'm in RStudio, and you can see, as long as you have a newer version of RStudio, that there is a button here for Posit Assistant. You'll need to go ahead and sign in. Again, you're going to need to create an account. It is a $20 a month subscription. Okay, so I have signed in. I'll hit close. And now I can do some of the same things that I did before. So for example, I could say, make the points in my scatter plot larger. Okay, I hit enter, and you can see it's going to do something very similar to what we saw with Claude Code. Again, it's going to ask for permission. You can hit allow. You can also say allow edit tools for this session. And you can see it already added size equals 3 here. So if I run this entire thing, there are my points. Just to show you, if I remove that, they're smaller. Posit Assistant is very new, and it has only recently been enabled in Positron as well. So if you go to extensions here and search for Posit Assistant, install it. Now, if I go back here and I type Posit Assistant, so I did that with Command-Shift-P, Control-Shift-P on Windows, open Posit Assistant. Because I already signed in, it should be signed in here. Yep, it is. And I will say, okay, let me actually do a split screen or split panes. So I'm going to say, okay, make the points really big. So it's reading my file. Again, going to ask for permission. That's fine. You can do that. All right. Can Posit Assistant be used to execute code? I'll say yes. And you can see one difference with Posit Assistant is that it can actually run the code for you. So it'll actually show you the plot here. So if that feature is useful to you, you should definitely choose Posit Assistant. With Claude Code, as you saw, you have to run the code again yourself after it edits your code for you. So hopefully this has been a useful introduction to show you how you can get started using AI in both Positron as well as RStudio. There are a number of different approaches, and we talked about using the web UI, which I think is not that great. You can use Claude Code, and you can use Posit Assistant, and both of those work directly in your code editor, and they can even help you by writing the code for you, debugging, etc.